guys, this is Agritalk with Ayaka. Welcome to this special episode today, The Explainer. And what I'm going to address today is the issue of what really is Agritalk with Ayaka, who is Ayaka, and why Agritalk with Ayaka, how the journey has been, and why we chose this. So hopefully you stick around to the very end. Now first, who is Ayaka? Well, his full name is Brian Ayaka. He's an animal scientist by profession from Maseno University, and the rest are acquired tastes, so we can't fully describe or explain where other things came from, but that is basically professional wise, and that's where all the knowledge comes from, professional wise. And the journey didn't begin until I went for my first attachment in year 3, and that attachment I did it at Calro, Naivasha Dairy Research Institute, and it brightened or it broadened my view of agriculture at whole, and more specifically on livestock. And that's when I got to understand that it's not just about farming. There are many things that involve or surround farming, and once I was interacting with the animals of different species, you find it's fun. It's very fun, and from there you can now get where I say at Agritalk with Ayaka, it's science, it's art, and it's fun. So from interacting with them, I developed an interest, more interest into animals, and more interest into explaining to people in a way that we don't just see animals as an investment or agriculture as an investment, but as something one can do to make money and also to be happy because of the process of doing it. It is kind of like something that is keeping you occupied, right? Okay, Dairy Research Institute, 3 months. It was a blast. I shared some of my vlogs around that time. It was among the early videos of my TikTok channel, and I can say it was more of self-explanatory, or explaining what really was happening. It was less of information giving, but it was just about somebody who is trying to, get out of that cocoon and trying to see how creative am I when it comes to words, when it comes to me trying to say things straight out of my head. How grateful am I in that department? And it went well. And surprisingly, one of the most important thing also is that from that period, my colleagues and I, we were the classmates per se, we collaborated in some of the videos where each colleague was explaining some different sections, some different sectors of DRI. So we had there was a pig section, there's a poultry section, there's a Sahiwal stud section, there was a small ruminant also. What is remaining? For some pastures. We lost most of the videos back then because we didn't have a phone that had a big storage, but the ones that we could record and be able to post it on time, we did post them. And years later, that came about after we finished after we graduated, or before we graduated, as we were waiting to finish our undergrad degree. That's when the idea struck me of how about we start an organization with these people that we have come together with for a while. And before that, we had some groups where we would meet up, like the same people, and some other more people from the ones that were in the attachment period and some of our other classmates. So we were setting these sessions where we would go team up and go play football, make a team that's going to play football together. I will have days where we'll go to one colleague's place, make a nice meal, eat, comrade style. Yeah, not that nice, but it was fun. We'll stay together and we'll talk a lot, and we'll have discussions a lot about study discussions. And so the bond grew to a level where you get to understand people so much as more than the class image that you see somebody, so you get to understand people more deeper. And from there, so the idea came and I pitched it to them, and then we were like, why not start this organization? And so that's when Inua Agric Farm and Livestock Consultants came about, and it's doing very well. We'll get into that. So after attachment, Brian graduated. After graduating, he did an volunteer internship at Ardap, which is in Busia. It is more on community service and meeting people and talking to people. And it was also mind-blowing and interacting, getting to know new people and getting to understand what else is out there. That lasted for around 2.5 months. That was towards 2020. That is 2025, towards the December. I think, that's towards the December. And then after that, we graduated. During the graduation, we used that opportunity to launch Agric Farm, and where else would be the better place to launch a great movement than in the school where it all started from. So we went back to Maseno University. We met some of our mentors, we studied to them, and they blessed us, and we left. We were feeling re-energized that the idea had come out and people had fully gotten what we are trying to say. So after that, Brian moved to Uganda at Naro, Uganda, which is a national livestock resource research institute. And there again, as you can see in my TikTok and YouTube, picked up a few more things. I've posted them there. And so there is credibility, there is enough blend in between the class knowledge and the field knowledge, and that makes Agritalk with Ayaka worth to watch and worth to listen, not worth to consult with. That also makes Inua Agric Farm and Livestock Consultants worth a company or an organization to call to your farm for consultation services. And that is basically what Agritalk with Ayaka is. And as far as Inua Agric is moving, we right now have birds. We have improved local birds on our farm. We're also having vegetable garden where we're planting indigenous vegetable choices. The African nightshade, we have the cowpeas, we have a little bit of kales. So it's coming up because we are still depending on weather. So that means rain. We've not moved into irrigation, so the pickup is slowly, but it is appreciable that we are moving somewhere when it comes to Inua Agric Farm. Birds are almost clocking 2 months and with zero mortality, and we are very proud of ourselves. And we have more enterprises to launch. We have more ideas, we have more knowledge to share with you. A group of 10 people ain't a joke. A group of 10 great consultants for your farm, so you can trust us with whatever problem you have, and we sure can solve it. Well, that has been all about this episode, which is knowing you are a consultant. I've been your host, Agritalk with Ayaka. I will be your host, Agritalk with Ayaka, unless more people come around, because growth happens. But in the meantime, it is I, Agritalk with Ayaka, presenting to you. So in case you haven't subscribed to our YouTube channel, make sure you do that. In case you haven't followed me on TikTok or Inua Agric Farm also on TikTok, make sure you do that so that you get to see the updates on our organization and also the updates of agriculture. Is Agritalk with Ayaka. We'll be bringing you the new inventions, the new innovations, the new tips, farm tips that are going to keep you ahead of trouble, and you're going to love it. So that is it for today. See you in the next video. Peace.